Trick or treat!
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween!
Thank you!
It's officially halfway to Halloween, and we're celebrating with a trip to year 2 of the Spooky Swap Meet at the Heritage Square Museum in Los Angeles. Tiffany is joining us today, and I'll let you get started trick-or-treating with her. I'll catch you all a little later.
So good to see you guys again.
It's great to see you too. Welcome to Spooky Swap Meet Year 2. We are once again sold out. We have food trucks. Ooh. We have 60 vendors. Whoa. We have haunted attractions.
And the best part,
trick-or-treating! I know! For adults. For adults. For everybody.
Yes. Not
Please.
just for the kids.
Right. Everybody, trick-or-treat. We cannot have leftover candy this year. Trick-or-treat. No. Right?
Right, let's go trick or treat!
Yay!
Oh, God.
Trick or treat!
What do you want?
I guess a treat.
Do you?
Unless you have a trick for me.
No, get out of here. All right, what do you prefer? Soil Band-Aids? Hypodermic needles? Asbestos? Those are good. Broken glass? Oh, here's something you might like. It's called a restraining order. No, I'll save that for you. All right, open up your tiny bag. All right, enjoy.
Thank you!
Happy Halloween.
Oh, hello. Yes, my name is Lady Van Tassel. Here in Sleepy Hollow, we are the head family here. Please make sure you arrive in the evening to watch your heads.
Fantastic. Yes, I just moved to Sleepy Hollow, and I've come here to debunk these rumors of a headless horseman. However, there are still a lot of headless people around, so somebody's doing it, but I don't believe it's some creature, We're working on it. I'm doing my best. But
Tell me more about the rumors.
well, the rumors are that there's this immortal being without a head with a pumpkin in place of it going around hacking people's heads off. And now I've happened to see some sort of, person walking around with said hatchet, chased me around town all day long. But I firmly believe there's nothing supernatural about it, and I'm out to prove that, if I live long enough.
So what's your plan?
Duck.
And roll?
Ooh, roll. Yes, I'm going to add roll to my list, yes. So far it's been run, then duck, and now I shall add roll, and we'll see how long I last.
So after you duck and run and roll, how are you going to get to the bottom of the mystery?
I hope he gets gassed, and then I can remove his face. But best of luck to you.
Best of luck to you.
Oh, thank you very much. Walk low, wear very thick collars, and move as quickly as you can through town. Pleasure to meet you.
There were 7 trick-or-treat experiences at this year's Spooky Swap Meet, and each of them was sponsored by a local haunter. We're going to hear from each of them about their display and about why they chose to participate this year. And let's actually start with the Spooky Hollow experience.
My name is Adam Dollins, and I am part of Adam Jess Effects. We make costuming from head to toe, including masks and all the fabric wear, and props for the haunted attraction industry. So when we make our masks, we make them super durable. Same thing with costumes. We make sure these things are pretty close to bulletproof because we know these things are going to see some rough times.
So tell me a little bit about the display that you have created here for the Spooky Swap Meet.
So for Spooky Swap Meet this year, we put on Sleepy Hollow. You can venture into the garden and see all of the victims of the Headless Horseman, and you might even stumble across the horseman himself. If you walk up to the porch of the Van Tassel house, you can meet Ichabod Crane and potentially receive a Halloween treat from him and just enjoy all the spooky goodness. All of the display around the house and the garden was handmade by myself and my wife, and then we did have a little bit of help from friends and family as well to get it all done in time.
Are these people part of your team, or did you hire actors for today?
Oh, we did hire actors for today.
Talk to me about why you decided to do a full display with, paid actors rather than just doing a regular booth to vend at.
It really comes down to just the fun of it. We love just doing this because of sharing that passion for it, for Halloween and horror in general. I think it's really important just because it keeps the industry alive. It's a very fun event as well for families, for kids to come and really get involved in that trick-or-treating and just keep that Halloween feeling alive, that feeling of trick-or-treating and dressing up and just having fun.
And so do you guys make everything yourself here locally?
Yes, so we are Southern California based, so we're out of the Inland Empire. And all handmade.
So how are you doing supply-wise?
We're doing pretty good on supply-wise. It has been a little tricky with material shortages. Material cost hasn't bothered us too much, but yeah, there's been a lot of shortages on any urethane products, and latex has been a hard one, especially for us. But luckily, we've been able to squeeze by. We still have time to take in more website orders. Our custom orders are pretty much closed after Transworld. Turnaround times are going to be a little bit longer at this point because we got to get through the Transworld orders, but we're not fully booked yet for website orders.
All right, I'm Greg.
I'm Tim.
We're from Bones Gulch. We're here at the Spooky Swap Meet, showing off our new haunted attraction in Castaic this year. I'm from Restless Souls Manor.
I'm from the Farm Haunt.
We're also working with Scott Sibley from Beware the Dark Realm, and we're putting together this charity event in October. There'll be a daytime family-friendly component, and there'll also be the nighttime haunt component, so it'll be spooky at night and fun during the day. All of us have been haunting for a long time. We have had the opportunity to turn this into, a great charity venture for the supporting the LA County Sheriff's Department museum.
Where we're building, we're about 5,400 square foot place for the haunt. It is an event center, so it has a stage, it's got bonfire, it's got vendor areas, seating, food court area, sort of. It's got a lot of amenities, plenty of parking.
Yeah.
And
So right now we're just trying to firm up all the plans on how to use all that space. The space itself is actually very large.
So what is it like blending them together into one cohesive event?
I think what made it really easy is we decided to not do the themes at any of our haunts, right? So we decided to do this kind of old Western town sort of thing, and said, hey, we do that and everybody focus in that direction. I think that makes it easier.
So you made a whole new theme. You're not taking any existing storylines from your current haunts. You're making a new thing.
100%. And I think the location itself already lends itself. It's in the hills. It's kind of in the back. And then we're all fans of the Old West.
And it's an equestrian center, so it kind of already has this Western feel to it. So, yeah, we were just standing there and we're like, what do you think about this Old West thing? And we're like, yeah, everybody's like, yeah, let's do that. That sounds like fun because it's something none of us have done, really.
It's a little bit like ghost town vibes that we get from it. But again, you're leaning into your assets at the Equestrian Center as well. So you're kind of leaning into the background of the thing and then drawing from inspiration from the ghost town, right?
100%. The name of the Equestrian Center is Jack Bones Equestrian Center. So it almost lends itself to a haunt, and that was before we even got there. And, we were hanging out there one day thinking of a name and we're like, Bones Gulch. And we're like, yep, that's it.
Speaking of Bones Gulch and the name of it and the theme, do you have a story yet that's established that you could walk us through?
We're going to go with almost. We're close. You know how these things are. They go through lots of revision, right? So we're actually in the process of finalizing two stories because we have a backstory for the haunt at large, and then we have a show story as well for this year's show, right? So we're developing what is the history of Bones Gulch, why is it here, and then the individual this year, what is that story that you're going to see this year, right? So that way we can hopefully project a multi-year successful product.
You're going to have a deeper story for the real hardcore haunt fans as to where the general public can go there and still get it and go through the whole haunt and figure out what you're doing, so.
That major backstory will set up the icon characters that we're going to develop, and then the show story will be what are those icon characters doing in this show particularly. So they provide the detail.
You're taking the approach of thinking about this as a multi-year experience and thinking about leaving Easter eggs for the guest to find.
Yeah, the story dictates everything you do, right? So it defines who the characters are. It really drives what the finished product ends up being. So when I say we're not quite there, we're not quite there. We're on revision 4 right now. So this isn't a money thing for us, right? It's a charity event. All of our time is donated, and we're not we're not pulling a penny out of this at all.
We are working with the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department, and it's going towards the Sheriff's Department Historic Museum.
Yeah, it's the museum for the Sheriff's Department is the charity. So
They have a lot of resources, and so far they've been a really good partner to work with. Hope to do a future multi-year event, and something that we don't have to tear down every year. It's something we can leave up and improve on.
Do you have ticket dates or times or information about any?
the current bill is going to be every Saturday in October as well as Sunday the 30th. And the plan is to have a daytime family-friendly event and then with a small intermission and then turn on the nighttime spooky.
Hi, my name's Rix and I'm with Fear Farm Haunted Attraction, and we are here at the Spooky Swap Meet giving a little taste of what we do. Today is actually the date announcement. So the dates are October 7th, 8th, 9th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 28th, 29th, 30th, and 31st. Most we have ever done. We added one more weekend to last year. So last year we did 3 weekends. This year we're doing 4.
So describe for us kind of what you brought to the Spooky Swap Meet.
A lot of it was stuff that had been falling apart, and we felt like it would be a good idea to maybe fix those items up and bring them here on display.
And you're doing a ticket giveaway as well?
Yes. We have a spin the wheel, and we give out tickets. We rig it against ourselves. We like people to win. I mean, when people are winning things, they're having fun and puts a smile on their face, and that's what matters.
Why is it important for you as a professional haunt like that to be here at these types of events?
I mean, our audience is here. The super fans, the bread and butter for the industry. These aren't just the people that are, just the everyday people that go. These are the people that go to all of the haunts. They buy the stuff, they wear the shirts and stuff. These people they're the bread and butter for the industry for sure.
Have you found a lot of people that have gone to your event last year that are here?
Yes, probably at least 50 or 60 just today.
What?
Just today. I know people came up, they spin the wheel, they win, they come over and be like, hey, we go every year. And we're like, whoa, okay. To me, that's like the greatest compliment in the world. It means that we're actually doing something that matters. I have 6 actors today. I have 7 tomorrow. Like knowing that we're doing stuff throughout the year, we don't have to just wait all the way till October.
Can you give us a little bit more details about what specifically you have planned for this year?
The maze was good. It's too short for us. We want to make it longer. The maze is definitely going to be longer. We're probably going to have an outdoor section. It's going to add to it. There might be some
Today's
Mad Max
episode was
stuff
produced and
going
edited
on,
by
just
me, Philip Hernandez,
maybe,
with post-production by
we'll
David
keep that under
Swope.
wraps for
Support
now.
for this
Yeah,
episode
so
comes from
even the
Gantum
hayride,
Lighting
we're gonna
and Controls.
up the hayride
See what
too.
you're
Want
missing
bigger
with a
scenes, bigger
free
sets,
demo.
better
Sign up at
stairs, all that stuff.
gantum.com/demo.
Last year was our biggest year
We
we ever
release a
had. The
free
year before that was the
weekly
biggest year
industry
up to that
newsletter.
date, too,
Sign
so
up
we
on
keep-
our
we keep
website or at the
upping
link in our
year.
show notes.
There's been a lot of
The
talk
Haunted Attraction
recently
Network
about
team
construction
includes
costs.
Daryl
And so even though you're
Emily
paying more
Louise
for your
Rua,
base materials,
Megan
since you
Spells,
make everything
Gavin
yourself, it's a
Burns,
little bit
and
more
Maximus Bryant.
protected.
Our partner stations
So,
include A Scott in the
backing
Dark,
up a little
Scare
bit,
Track, The Scare Factor, and
I think
Hauntopic
haunted
Radio.
house builders, the good
Finally,
ones, are
please
like the greatest
rate
recyclers in the
and
world.
subscribe to
We-
our show
we
wherever
are
you're listening.
Definitely the price of
And
lumber
until next time, haunters,
is
stay scary.
disgusting. It's disgusting. I mean, what I was paying for a $2 board a couple years ago is now
This
over
is a
$5
Haunted
for the same
Attraction
board, and it's just
Network
ridiculous.
production.
So luckily I stocked up in the past, but we're definitely coming up with more creative ways to create scenes and sets that aren't just wall panels and things of that nature. You're going to walk through things, not just walls and stuff.
So then on the staffing side, you did start paying last year. So how is it going for you?
Throughout the year, we've been building like a core group of people, and they're here today. To us, it's about keeping that core group of people that are our family. The people that really, really, really want to be here.
So does that mean that you think you're going to maybe have less of a staff?
I truly believe that a small good staff is better than a big crummy staff. It's kind of like been the reason why we wanted to make our maze longer, is because we can use less actors that are better actors. If we have multiple mazes, we have to hire multiple people to be door people. We have to hire more security people to watch everything, Instead, our maze is going to be very dense, and it's going to be a quality show over just a bunch of emptiness. I just think people are starving for this entertainment right now.
As evidenced by the 2 sell-out days at the Spooky Swap Meet.
Right, and I think Midsummer Scream is going to be the same situation, just on a larger scale. The scene is growing. Everybody's really hungry for all forms of entertainment right now. Everything's sold out, and this is sold out. And everything we seem to do is sold out. Our last show that my band played, sold out. So I think all of that's going to definitely translate. Come October, boom, it's going to hit hard. I just hope we have the staffing to do it.
Hi, my name is Vanessa, and we are Art Sideshow. We are a new pop-up that will be opening up in the city of Montclair year-round.
Can you give us a preview of some of the scenes that you have planned?
Yeah, we'll have Carrie, we will have The Nun, we'll have a little bit of Hannibal Lecter.
And why did you decide to come to the Spooky Swap Meet?
To give a preview of what we will be carrying inside the museum and give that experience of what is to see there.
Craig Skidmore. I'm a retired fire captain, and I'm a part-time haunter. You're at the Samhain Cemetery, and it's a yard haunt from Valencia. I missed it last year and it looked like a lot of fun, and we're having a great time out here with lots of people. Everybody seems to be pretty positive about the haunt, so we're having a good time.
And you're previewing some of the cemetery that we can see this Halloween, right?
That's correct. If you come out to Valencia, you'll be able to see it at night with a lot more lighting effects and fog effects, and it's a lot different at night.
Do you happen to have your schedule ready for this Halloween season? Do you know when you're going to be up and ready?
We're usually up and running by about the first week in October, and then Halloween night is our big push.
Beyond the 7 haunt experiences, of course, there were 60 vendors at the event. Here's just one of those vendors, Rags to Witches.
Hi, how are you? I'm good. It's been so long.
I know. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween or halfway to Halloween. So what is Rags to Witches?
All right, well, it started off making rag dolls from old clothes. My sister and I were donating them. We had a huge pile, and we were like, why don't we just make dolls out of it? This was years and years ago. So yeah, hence Rags to Witches. And now since we've grown, we've gotten other merchandise as well.
I love it. Do you want to show me like your 3 favorite things that you have?
That's gonna
I know
be
it's
tough.
hard.
I like our ornaments. We have our spooky holiday ornaments. They're all out of
so
clay. We do like our Valentine's Day series. We've got Easterween, of course. Obviously Christmas and Halloween. Everyone has their own horror character, and I have some fun ice cream ones, like versions of it.
So why did you decide to come to Spooky Swap Meet this year?
I love it. I did this last year. It's so much fun. I love watching all the people, their outfits. I love shopping and giving back to all the local artists.
And before we head out for the day, let's check back in with Sarah to hear about the future of the Spooky Swap Meet.
How was it? Oh my God, this was amazing.
Oh my
all
gosh.
those houses, the shopping. There's so much to do.
I'm so glad you had so much fun.
What are plans for next year?
So next year, we're going to have, again, at Heritage Square Museum, and we're hoping to have more vendors. We're going to be having more trick-or-treat stops, and hopefully maybe some interactions with walking through the houses and stuff like that.
God.
So bigger, better, more every year.
I'd love to walk through the houses. You never know what we're going to see if we walk through that, so that would be so much fun.
Yes, we can't wait. We can't wait to have you back. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. I'm so happy I was here.
Well, that's it for our journey through the Spooky Swap Meet this year. If you're curious to see what it looked like, we're releasing a video of our experience, and that'll be ready in a few weeks. Stay tuned. And of course, a reminder, if you're new to the show, you can browse our catalog of over 700 episodes covering every topic in the industry on our website. We release shows every weekday. Today's episode was produced and edited by me, Philip Hernandez, with post-production by David Swope. Videography and production assistance by Lucas Acosta. Tiffany Dawn Silver was our trick-or-treater. Today's show was recorded with permission at the Heritage Square Museum on April 30th, 2022.
Hello there, you are lovely. What a delight. Oh my gosh.
This is what we call a Class 5 fart face.
I would call her a peach without the pit. You are very handsome.